Okay, I think it was. Jesus, this is terrible quality. I gotta get a better webcam or something. But I'm going to be reviewing in this video just a couple of deathmatch tournaments that are on my favorites list, and yeah, it's pretty simple video. My friend requested this, so might as well do it. I'm gonna start with Tournament of Death 9. This is just gonna do 4 reviews. Tournament of Death 9, King of the Deathmatch 2009, TOD4, and Carnage Cup 3. Ones he requested, and they're my favorites. But let's start with Tournament of Death 9. Just tournament matches. Nobody really cares about non-tournament matches. I may mention them because it's my video. I can do whatever I want. But first match, J.C. Bailey versus Danny Happy. This was a really good match. Really good to start off the tournament. I loved it. I love this match. One of J.C.'s final appearances in Combat Zone Wrestling. Every time every time I watch this video, it just kind of makes me sad. I don't know. I like JC. I just like JC. But it was a really good match. A lot of head trauma. I mean, these guys got dumped on their head a lot. In this match, I mean, whenever you see what happened to them, I mean, it's no wonder if you watch matches like these. I mean, these guys are getting dunked on their necks constantly in these matches. But next match is Nick Gage versus Kobayashi. This was a really fun match. I liked it. I mean, Nick Gage lost, but it wasn't like, I don't say that because I'm not a fan of Nick Gage. I kind of like Nick Gage now, the new Nick Gage. I mean, I like the newer version of Nick Gage more. I don't know. He wrestles a lot more. And don't get my words twisted. He doesn't do wrestling. He still does deathmatch wrestling. It's just he just, I don't know, I can't explain. He just wrestles more efficiently, just wrestles better. Now that he got out of prison. But yeah, this was a really 6 spots, just 6 spots all around. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match. It was just fun. I mean, just the crowd loved it. I mean, everybody thought Nick Gage was going to win, but Kobayashi surprised everybody, and that was fun to watch. I mean, it's just fun. You know, no deep psychology. It's just fun. But next match, third match, Vortex versus Dysfunction. I like Dysfunction, Scotty Vortex. I'm not a big fan of him. I don't really like a lot of his work. But two put on a really good match. Scotty, this was his best performance of the day, I thought. I mean, was this match? It was a really good match. Dysfunction should have won. He should have won. He should have won. Just Sky Vortex, he shouldn't have won this tournament. Should not have won this tournament. But the next match is Masada versus Devin. Oh yeah, Scotty Vortex versus Dysfunction. Really good match. But next match is Masada versus Devin Moore. This match was, everybody was expecting Zandig, but I guess he had an injury or he no showed, one of the two. But Devin Moore was placed, and it's terrible, I know. But the match, it was a letdown. It really was a letdown. But watching it and expecting Devin Moore to be there, and it really wasn't so bad. I mean, they didn't use a lot of weapons, but they did a lot of brawling, and I'm not really a huge fan of brawling, but I think they did it right. Was the match good? Not really, but was it as bad as people in the crowd uh, said it was or showed that it was? No, it was not. It's a lot better than what the crowd reacted to it, I just think. But the first semifinals, and the best 3 out of 5 cabins. This match was brutal. A very brutal match, I thought. I mean, if you look at these matches that JC was in, I mean, it's no wonder what happened to him. I mean, just dangerous stuff. Like the cylinder, I mean, he put JC in a cylinder, a big old cylinder, like, I mean, about as wide as me, and put JC in the middle of it and started kicking the sides. And I mean, the gas, the mercury in the light tubes must have. I mean, it was bad. It was bad, but very brutal match. Very nice spots. The ending. I like the ending, the superplex into the, what was that? No. That was not the ending. The ending was the senton, but the superplex into the light tubes cabins were awesome. I love those. That spot, was just this match was really good, really enjoyable. The next match is Masada versus Scotty Vortex, and poor Scotty. This one, there's only like one or two times where I just say poor Scotty. He got beat so bad in this match. Like I enjoyed this match. I mean, Scotty got beat pretty bad. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was like a mauling. But Masada lost, and I'm kind of glad he did because Scotty and Masada just were kind of lazy in this tournament. The first match, Masada couldn't really help, but Masada didn't really take any spots. But this match was just kind of a disgrace. Masada didn't take anything. But on the other hand, I do like it because Scotty just got the crap beat out of him. I can't complain with this match. It was enjoyable to watch. It really was. I loved it. But the finals was tables, ladders, and light tubes. Really good. I can't really say anything about it. It was just really good. Really, really clean match. I thought. Well, not really clean, but there was a couple of botches, but it was just everything. All the spots and everything was just satisfied me to watch. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a pretty screwed up individual. I know. But yes, Tournament of Death now was really good. Really good. Not really a dull match. Well, yeah, that was a dull match. One or two, but not really a dull moment. I mean, the matches still had some redeeming quality. They weren't god awful like some matches. But the next one is King of the Deathmatch, is 2009. This is one of my favorite tournaments. I loved it. This I ranked number 2 or number 3. I think it was number 2 on my list, but this is one of the best King of the Death. Just bet this buy this tournament, buy it. But the first is barbed wire tables and ladders. OMG versus Devin Moore. This was a pretty short match, but I thought it was enjoyable. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I kind of forgot about it, but looking back on it, it was alright. You know, I mean, the ending spot was kind of a botch. It looked like it sounded like it hurt, but it was a really good match. I like that. OMG went over. The next match was barefoot match. Danny Haddock versus Elkview Adam. I like both these guys. Elkview impressed me with this match. I really like Elkview Adam. Danny Haddock's always been great. I love Danny Haddock. He's perfect. I'm glad he's retired though. I'm glad that he is retired and he can now move on with things that he wants to do in life. You know, I'm happy for him that he even got to retire from wrestling. I hope he's doing good and everything. But this match was one of my favorite matches from the first night. They didn't have what I like about it. It was very simple. There nothing, no crazy spots. It was just barefoot thumbtacks and mousetrap. I mean, just nothing crazy happened. Nothing insane. It was just good. They wrestled. You know, I liked it. It was awesome. Um, Barbed wire canvas and light bulb match. Dysfunction versus Viper. I didn't really like this match. I don't know why, but it, the last match they weren't given a lot to work with, but they made it work. This match they weren't given a lot to work with, so it kind of just fell on its face. Some guys are just like that, where if you give them the right materials to work, they will work a really great match. But if you do like this and don't really give them any materials, you know, it's kind of falls flat. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, to me nothing wrong with that, but it's just puts a damper on the event. But yeah, this match wasn't really too good. Viper and Dysfunction just they don't really have any chemistry. They don't. It's kind of dry. But on with the Better Nails match, Matt Ponder versus Nate Webb. I mean, I didn't really like this match. I like their 2002 King of the Death match. That was really insane spots, but this match was just kind of meh, barely passable. And I mean, I really hold it against them because these guys are. I mean, at this time they've been wrestling for a long time, and it kind of hurts your body. You know, wrestling just kind of hurts your body. So I don't really hold it against them because what I just said. But yeah, so this wasn't really a good match. But thumbtack match, Corporal Robinson versus DJ Hyde was the next one. and I actually enjoyed it. I mean, it sounds kind of, but it was really good. It kept the event alive for me because I just liked it. The IWA fans do not like DJ at all, and they love Corporal Robinson, Corp, whatever. It was just a good. I mean, it lifted the event up because it started out pretty dry. I mean, having one, two, three, four, three not so good matches. It just revived everything. The next one after that was probably my favorite of the night, Masada versus Tank. This was awesome. Awesome match. These guys just beat each other. These guys, oh my god, these guys just beat each other throughout. It was awesome. It's just great. Um, the skewers were introduced for probably the first time ever in the United States, which is a big thing. One quick thing. Why is everybody on my boy Sammy's case for using skewers? Masada doesn't own the move. It's just, why is everybody getting on Sammy's case? Please, can somebody please tell me why everybody's mad at my boy Sammy for using skewers? I mean, why? It's wrestling. You don't get mad. You don't see Jake Roberts get mad whenever somebody DDTs somebody. I mean, it's just dumb. It's just dumb situation. But anyway, I don't want to rant. This isn't a ranting video. This is a chill, relax review video. But the next match was Thumbtack Jet versus Nick Gage. I did not like this match at all. It was slow. It was boring. With two guys that are known for just being those deathmatch guys that just go out there and just throw everything on the mat and leave nothing. Or just leave everything. My bad. Leave everything out there. Very dry, very slow paced. There wasn't really too many spots. It was just overall boring to me. But the final match, the Necro Butcher versus Bull Payne, is one of my favorite matches from this event. I mean, it's a brawl, but they did it the right way. The fans were into it, so the energy was high, and then just Bull Payne and Necro Butcher. I thought Necro Butcher was going to bleed to death. With hardly any weapons being used in this match, I thought he was going to bleed to death. This is one of those Necro matches where he bleeds so much. I mean, can somebody just please give him a cookie or something during the match so he doesn't bleed out? But anyway, Necro Butcher won. I thought it was pretty good. You know, the next in the tournament was second round, home run derby match, Dysfunction versus OMG. I enjoyed this match. It was clean and it quick and clean. That's all I gotta say. Fans bring the weapons. Thumbtack Jack versus Madman behind us. The next match. They tore the house down. This is probably my favorite match besides the finals. But I thought one of them was gonna die. That's in. I know I said that last couple of matches, but this whole tournament, just these guys in this tournament just kill each other. I mean, that's just what they do. That's why I like it so much, and that's why everybody likes it so much. But this match just had insane spots. The most hardcore match out of this entire tournament, probably. I mean, we had ornaments laid out all over the ring, and Jack and Pondo took superplexes, or took a superplex, but I mean, it equally hurt. I know that because whenever Pondo gave the superplex, some of the ornaments didn't break, so he rolled on the mat into broken glass, and it's just, oh, it doesn't seem like it feels good. But just these guys just had awesome spots and everything. It's great, just great. This is a great match. The next one was a home improvement match, Necro Butcher versus Danny Havoc. This was one of the first times that they. I don't know if it's their first or if it was their first or second, but this match was pretty good. A lot of brawling, but I can't explain. Just watch it. I liked it, but they didn't really use a lot of weapons. But it's alright. It was still enjoyable. They used a staple gun and they used a pane of glass in a door. But that was about it. But it was really good. I thought both of these guys were about to bleed to death. There's no doubt about it because Danny Havoc bladed terribly. Terribly is in a good sense because it was a lot of blood, but terrible blade job, and it was just gushing everywhere. And Necro Butcher had a cut like right here that was all bandaged up from the last night, and that got reopened, so he started bleeding everywhere again. It was just a bloody brawl, but it was an enjoyable one. Like that's one, like usually I don't like brawls. Usually I think they're slow. Like Nick Gage and Matt Tremont, whenever they had their match, they would brawl. You know what I mean? At Tournament Survival, they'd brawl, and it just wasn't. It just kind of slowed the match down. But brawling like this was good. It's fun. But enough of that. The final second round match, Masada versus Corporal, and an insane match. This match to me kind of represents the passing of the torch because Corporal Robinson was looked at by a lot of people as the baddest man in deathmatch wrestling. You know, he'd go out there and he'd punch you in the face and he'd wrestle. He'd wrestle you and then punch you in the face a couple times. And Masada kind of does the same thing. I mean, whenever I don't know if he means to do this, but I don't know if this was scripted Masada, because I know Masada has to get mad sometimes. I mean, that's just all wrestlers do. But whenever he fought Necro Butcher in IWA in 2007, he hit Necro Butcher and dropped him. But it looked like a shoot fight. It wasn't. There was no forearm hits or anything. It was full on boom, 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 and Necro dropped. And I don't know if that was real or that was scripted, but that was a pretty cool moment. And but as I was saying, it kind of represents the passing of the torch because Masada beat Corporal Robinson pretty bad. I mean, this is why I don't like Masada because he dishes a lot of stuff out. But in this match, it kind of worked because it wasn't too much, but it was still just kind of disappointing in a way. But the fire spots were pretty cool. The coal spots were pretty cool. This was a really cool match, really good, really enjoyable. But the finals I'm just going to leave the finals there. I'm not going to go into it. It was insane. This finals was insane. Um, just how did somebody not die during this event? How? Because you look at these guys and they're just putting their bodies on the line so much for our enjoyment, and it's just I don't know. I don't think they get enough credit. I don't think some of these guys get enough credit for what they do. But I just thought this tournament was really good. If you like insane tournaments, that's where to go. But let's move on. Next one is TOD4. Tournament Death 4. Their first match was the Barbed Wire Madness. I did not enjoy this match. This match was boring. But it was between JC and Sexy Eddie, which I mean I like both those guys, but it was just kind of boring. The next match was one of the best death matches of all time. Pondo versus Toby Klein. They had a board packed with pencils. And number 2 pencils sticking up, and they're real pencils. I mean, it's not WWE stuff. It's real stuff. So Pondo takes a Death Valley driver on the pencil. So it's nothing new. I mean, probably the craziest thing Pondo's ever done, but it's not the first time he's done something absolutely insane. But yeah, they had footage of them having to get the graphite out of him. It was just sick. It really was. It was an awesome spot. It was a really good match though. I enjoyed it a lot. The next one was the Ultraviolet Tables Beef Wellington versus Brain Damage. People say this is the worst match in TOD history. I really don't see it. But they can think that. I really didn't think it was that bad. I mean, there was a lot of botches. Beef Wellington was a little nervous. But it was the first time we saw Brain Damage in CZW. He put on a really good performance. I thought this tournament. Excuse me. But moving on is the Home Run Derby match. This match was, I mean, it was enjoyable, but nothing really. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I guess that's all that matters. But Necro Butcher kind of got beat a lot, and Ian Rotten didn't really take a lot of spots. But it's whatever. It was still enjoyable. You know, that's all that matters. That's really all that matters with a match. I feel is enjoyable. Screw psychology. No, that's screw psychology. If it's fast paced and if it's not completely terrible, who can go wrong with it? You know. The next one was probably one of my favorite ones: Nick Gage versus Nate Webb in the light tube and ladders. I was so angry. Like there's a spot in this that just made me so angry. When Nick Gage picked up Nate Webb and threw him, power bombed him as hard as he could on a table leg, and it looked like it broke. Nate Webb was sitting on the ground. It looked like he was broken, but why would he do that? That was just so unsafe. That was not a cool move. What? Oh, okay. I thought I saw a typo on my DVD. But Nate Webb looked like he was in pain, but other than that, the match was pretty good. I mean, really cool superplex at the end, but Nick Gage was bloodied. Like he must have gotten cut on he got cut on the top of his head. It just started oozing blood. I mean, his whole face was bloody, but I don't even think he bladed during the whole match. I think he got whenever Nate Webb kicked the light tubes that were in the back of his shirt. I think when it went up and cut his head or something. Something like that must have happened. But yeah, it was a really cool match, really cool spots. I thought it was enjoyable. The next one was the fans bring the weapons handicap turned just all out fight match. Awesome match. The Joker driver, the first time I ever watched this, that was the first time I ever seen the Joker driver. I freaked out. I thought thought Robbie was dead. I thought he was broken neck. I thought his career was over. Well, it kind of was over at that point, but not because of the Joker driver. But yeah, really awesome match. See, this is whenever the tournament starts to kick up and gets just awesome and insanity and fun. But the next match, fans bring the weapons. Necro Butcher versus Brain Damage. These guys beat each other really bad. That's all I gotta say. Fun. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was cool. It was cool to watch. The next one was Log Cabins and Zandig versus Toby Klein. It was just standard log cabin match, but it was fun. I liked it. It was cool. Panes of Glass, Nick Gage versus J.C. Bailey. I really didn't. Thought this match was alright. Just some of the glass spots I didn't really like. But the double stomp was pretty cool. The pile driver was actually I did like the pile driver. That was cool. Whenever he pile drived him from the middle rope onto the pane of glass, and must have been 30 tubes in that cabin. At least 30 tubes in that cabin. But the last match of the finals was Zandig versus Nick Gage versus Necro. This is another one where they just absolutely insanity just flipped to survival mode and just started beating each other as hard as they could. And I mean, it was Zandig and Necro got into a real fist fight where they were punching each other. And I mean, it was an awesome match. It was an awesome match. Nick Gage, poor Nick Gage. That's all I gotta say. He got set on fire. He got set on fire. I mean, everybody got injured this event. I mean, Jesus, Nate Webb almost got broken. Robbie took a Joker driver that looked pretty stiff. Anyway, I mean, it was awesome spots. Next tournament, our final one, Carnage Cup 3. Probably one of the best tournaments ever. But first match, light tube tables. Ultra Mantis Black, Scotty Vortex, and Sexy Eddie tore the house down with a really fun match. It had really cool spots. I mean, I thought it was some of the Sexy Eddie was actually kind of funny with some of the things that he was doing, but I thought they tore the house down. I mean, the fans were still kind of waking up, but I mean, for who was in it, they did pretty good. Oh, it was awesome. It was an awesome match. But what I like about it, it didn't take it too far. For a first match, I mean, sometimes I don't know. Catch me what mood I'm in. Sometimes like my first matches to be like this one. Sometimes I like them to be just completely insane. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But the next one was the Unlucky 13 Light Tube. Awesome match. 5-star match. easily 5-star death match. It was really fun, really cool. Danny Havoc, poor Danny Havoc. The next one was um whoever loses an ear loses the match. Yeah, Drake Younger kind of yeah got a little got get a small paper cut, just a small paper cut on his ear during that match. But I thought it was only 5 minutes, but it was pretty cool. I mean, Drake got that cut on the ear, so they had to stop him, send him to the hospital. All right, if you ew, never mind, never mind. But the next one was a home run derby death match. Ian Rotten versus Insane Lane versus Freak Show. I enjoyed this match. It was probably the best first round match. I really don't know because usually matches like this I don't like, but just something about this one was awesome. I just enjoyed it. The next one was a Pits of Hell match, and nothing really happened. Deranged cracked his ankle, so he couldn't really continue. The next one was a log cabin light tube match, which was pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a cabin match. It was kind of your typical, nothing too crazy, but it was all right. The next one was a razor board match. It was pretty good. Danny Havoc and Insane Lane, they were pretty good in this match. I liked it. It was really fun. The last match, a 4-way final, unlimited light tubes. I don't know what that type of stipulation is. I think it has something to do with light tubes and there being a lot of them, but I don't know. But yeah, the finals was insane. Watch this event. The finals. I have never seen so many guys put their bodies on the line. I mean, God, the finals should have been. I don't know what was up with the final. It was just a lot of tubes, a lot of tubes. It was bloody too. But yeah, that's about it. I'll do some more later. I don't know, probably in a couple months because I'm lazy. All right, see you.